Hey, 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 good morning, everybody. Welcome to this live edition of Turnaround Marriage. We are so excited to bring to you an incredible interview this morning. We want to first of all welcome Scott and Mary to our call today.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
First of all, you have amazing names. Two of our children are named Scott and Mary, and of course, Scott is named Scott.
Yes, you have a good name, sir.
So you guys are already in our hearts because of your names.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes, we are so excited to share with the audience today this incredible story of transformation. We just want to spend a few moments with Scott and Mary and just hearing how God has been at work and how God brought the two of you to us. And it's really an amazing story of transformation. We're so proud of you guys, so proud of the work that you've put in, and really so pleased to see the place from where you were, from tragedy, that's the word that you used, to glorification. That's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So Scott and Mary, would you tell us a little bit where you guys live and just, whatever you would like to share with the audience about you guys just as a couple?
We live in a suburb of Dallas, Texas, Plano, and we've been married about 7 years, and we met in church and met in a Sunday school class, and so we had a strong foundation in our marriage, but we got in a rut, and so at that time we were really in a bad place. We were arguing every single weekend. We were not on the same page. We were in our own minds, and just it was really, really bad. And there was for me, there was really no hope. And so, honey, you want to go?
I would totally agree with what he said. It was a very difficult time in our lives. We were very negative. We didn't even know what we were doing wrong. We didn't even understand how to fix it. We had tried counseling, really great people through church, wonderful counseling that people really cared about us, but nothing seemed to break us free from the negative and the angry cycle that we were involved in. And it was really sad because we had a strong faith and we both loved the Lord. We both were extremely on fire for God, but it's like we didn't have the tools necessary to repair or to help our marriage grow.
And to be successful in your life, to be successful in your careers, to be successful, and feel like you're good people. And yet, like, we can't figure this out. What were the feelings that came up when the weekends would roll around and the fights would start? Like where were you guys at in your heart?
For me, it was anger and despair. No matter what I tried to do, I couldn't get the results that I wanted. I was praying to God every single day, please, Lord, help us to repair this marriage and find a way for us to become a good couple that on our relationship that glorified God. It just wasn't happening.
For me, it would be failure. I felt like I had failed in my marriage and failed God. And I felt like once we found your program, I felt like there's that old joke where preachers tell where God sends somebody's waiting at the top of a roof for somebody to save him. They send a boat. He doesn't get in. He sends another big boat for rescue, doesn't get in. And finally a helicopter comes down. And I felt like you all were a helicopter. You guys lifted us out of the mire and struggle that we were feeling every weekend, and we didn't know how to fix it. We didn't know how to make it better. And you gave us some great habits and improved the way we talked to each other and the way we grew. It was just a very different program.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, guys, tell us about the transformation for you.
Well, for me, and I think for us, we really when we first started the modules, my wife found y'all, and we met with Rachel, and we said we've just got to do this, and so we started doing the modules, and we started doing the coachings, and immediately we started seeing some improvements, and that was just felt so amazing that it felt like God's light was shining on our faces again. And so, but go ahead, honey.
I would agree with that. It was something different when I saw you on Facebook. I did use sight unseen, but I felt like the Holy Spirit was leading, and the video that you did was just amazing. And it talked about something different. All counseling looks back into your past and trying to understand what your childhood. Most counseling is trying to always look back. You were different. You took us as just who we are and looked forward. And I was like, this is different. I've never experienced anything like this. We looked forward.
Mhm.
And I was like, that's really, because when you're driving a car, if you look in the rearview mirror, you're going to crash. You're going to crash. And so I felt like you guys were different. I felt like this is not a he said, she said blame thing. This is not any kind of counseling you've ever done. If you've ever experienced anything, this is not it. This is totally different. And the support is amazing. And you will absolutely love being with this couple, because they really come alongside you and they love you. Sorry, we have a very sweet cat that loves us.
Hey, the cat feels the love, right? Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You guys, that's incredible. It's incredible when, Scott, you said almost immediately things turned around and you started noticing a difference. Are we talking about days or weeks? Like, how did you notice, or when did you notice things were different in your hearts?
The module with the blue and pink glasses was transformative for us. It was just amazing that we finally came to realize that we're different. And we have different needs, and then for me, the book that, for men only, that just helped immensely, because my wife was going through a problem at work, and I immediately knew, because it was in the book. It's like she's got 1,000 windows open, and I'm just like, okay, instead of trying to fix, let's try to find resolution, or how can I help her get to resolution on this. And it was just absolutely amazing. So those are the things that within a week or two, we had a major improvement in our marriage.
And I would agree with that. The first week I felt hope, which was fantastic. I thought, oh my goodness, things can change. And by the second week, that's when we really saw the turnaround. And then in the third week, it just kept picking up steam and just going. So
yeah, that's amazing. So I just want people to, you just said something, but we don't want to miss what you just said, which is within a couple of weeks, like the thinking out there that, oh my goodness, it took you guys years to get here. It's going to take months and months and years. And it might, if you're going to a counseling session once a month. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So to think about just that, the short amount of time that there can be hope in your hearts again. What an amazing transformation. And so share with us what it means to live in a place of hope now for the two of you, about the future, where you guys are going to go.
Yeah, we feel, I feel like we have the hope. We're on the right path now. Is everything perfect? No, but at the same time, but your counseling sessions are like, look for improvement. Don't look for perfection, and those kind of things. That's perfect, because we're two different human beings that both love God and have committed to each other, and being coachable and listening to y'all and the shift in mindset is just absolutely amazing, and we definitely are definitely on a much better path than we were when we first came to God.
I would stack on that and said he has, now when we have troubles and trials, which are going to come, They are now, we feel like we have tools. We know what to do. I'll even say, what tool are you using? Did you pull out the right tool? So we literally talk about, they give you so many different ways to help you connect and help you to get past. Rachel and Scott give you this amazing support. We went to counselors and paid them a lot of money. And if we ever got into trouble and needed like even just an extra session, could you just book us in one extra day? Nope, can't do that.
No.
I'm like, oh my goodness. And you were available on weekends. You guys were available if we got into trouble, real trouble. You guys helped us, and you helped talk us through it, and you helped us work through it. And every time you did, it just literally turned around, whatever the problem was. And I think we needed that at first because we didn't understand how to turn around our own marriage. We didn't understand. And so we needed you to help us go, oh, wait a minute. It's not good thinking, where your turn. And you helped us turn around on. And then I realized after a few sessions, I had learned how to do that more myself. And for Scott, how to do it together. So slowly but surely, we were able to grow as a couple. And now, because every couple still struggles with different things, but I feel like today we have hope, and we have the ability and the tools to make our marriage something beautiful for the Lord.
Amen.
Yeah, y'all are like accountability partners that say, what else can be true? And we absolutely love that.
Yes. And what I love about you guys is you're so coachable. When we told you, if you get in trouble, reach out for help. And you guys did that. A lot of couples that we work with don't do that. And then they struggle silently for who knows how long. And it takes them longer to get the turnaround. So the fact that you guys were 100% coachable, all in, you did your homework, you showed up ready. We just honor the heck out of you, because you're so much fun to work with.
That's
and your heart for the Lord and your heart for each other, really wanting to make this work, but not knowing how, is just so huge. And the fact that you guys use the tools we gave you is so huge. Now, here's the thing about tools. It's like you could have all the tools in the world, but if you don't have the right mindset of like how to think about
beliefs,
what tool you're using and why you're using it, and should I even use it, and does he deserve it, or why is she this way, it doesn't help. So the fact you guys have literally started to change how you think about each other, how you think about marriage, and the pink and blue glasses, that's really learning how to see things from the other person's point of view, because men and women do see things differently. We do see the world differently. We communicate differently, and you guys have been able to get behind the lens of each other and really be there for each other. And it's just been so much fun to watch this ship turn around. And now I can't wait to see, like, where are you going? What are you looking forward to in the future together, now that you guys are on the same page and on the same team?
Well, we've kind of decided maybe for our 10th year anniversary, we do something special. COVID, of course, is always an issue. We've always wanted to go to France. We've always wanted to go overseas. So we're looking forward to that and planning that. I think the neatest thing is I look forward to grandchildren one day, and I look forward to a grandfather for them. And I look for family, and my boys just love Scott, They just think he's just the best. And he just is just such a blessing in our lives. And I can't imagine not having him in our lives. And you've just really helped us to heal that and move forward and see a future for our family.
Beautiful.
It's so good. So yeah, Mary, what you're sharing is this is your second marriage. Scott, this is your first marriage. So guys, wherever you're at, if you're in your first marriage, your second marriage, your third marriage, this is the marriage we want you to stay in. We want to help you with where you're at. It's okay if there's been mistakes in the past. It's okay if, we don't want to let our past define our future. And so if you're out there and you're feeling hopeless, I want you to just hear Scott and Mary's heart and hear what's possible when you empty your cup, when you're coachable and open and honest. Anything is possible. Hope is possible. To go from tragedy to glorification. Like, what a beautiful story, Scott and Mary. It's just so unbelievable.
Yeah. So, Scott, I wanted to make sure I gave you an opportunity to share what you're most hopeful about.
I'm hopeful that to see our kids grow up and continue to love the Lord and grow into man and womanhood, and marriage for them and children for them and all that, and to grow old with my wonderful wife. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Having someone there for you would be really wonderful.
Mhm.
That's really what it's all about.
Yes. Yes.
Love that so much.
We do love that. And we're so excited to see what God has in store. We know he's got amazing things, amazing plans for you. And we're, again, just so honored to have walked some of this journey with you. We know we'll stay in touch and continue to see all that God has. And we're just so thankful to see not only your willingness to be coachable, but your eagerness for there to be change. And there's some people that are just pointing fingers and waiting for the other person to change, but that wasn't you guys. And that's why you are reconnected with the person that you love most of all. And so, there's a lot of people out there today that are going to be hearing this, that are going to be wondering, all right, that sounds great for them, but that's not us. Like they don't know our story. They don't know what happened with us. And it's a lot harder. What would you say to others that are out there that are feeling maybe hopeless, maybe feeling like they have a tragedy going on right now? What would you say to those that are out there that are listening to this?
I would say to them that through God, all things are possible. And that no matter what you've gone through, you've got to give Scott and Rachel a try. And if you are committed and you're coachable and you're dedicated, you're going to see results. I cannot stress this enough. If you give these people a chance, they're definitely going to put you on a better path than you are today.
And I'd say save the counseling money. And just go for them. It's not just support through the program is fantastic, but it's like we met friends, and I know there's support even after the program, and they're just amazing. And I can't say enough how much this program has changed our lives, not just in our marriage, but how I speak to my kids and how I talk to my mom and how I talk to my relatives. It changes even how I talk to my students at, I was using pink and blue glasses for my boss, helping with a child. And so it just changes everything that I see. So if you don't think of it just as a marriage, think of it as a future. And it really, I think that Rachel and Scott has the wisdom of the ages that used to be passed down from relatives and families. These are just wisdom and thoughts. And I believe that they've just brought that back up in our family and help us to understand how to do marriage.
Wow, that's so kind for you to say that. Thank you. And yeah, I'm so sorry about all those side effects of the positive influence in the rest of your family and professionally. So sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah, we warned you you'd have an improvement in your physical health, in your emotional health, in mindset, in your spiritual life. And you guys have just grown in every way. And the transformation, the hard work that you guys have done, you didn't just sign up and say, well, let's just see. You were not passive. You were doing it. So guys, if that's you out there, if you are in a place of tragedy and you're looking to move to glorification, we want to encourage you to go ahead and book a call with us. We have just a few slots left before the holidays.
Yeah.
What if 2022 could be completely different, like it's going to be for Scott and Mary? We want you to go to turnaroundmarriage.com/call and book that call. You'll speak with one of us. Even the phone call itself is transformational because we're going to get you clarity on exactly what you need to do next to get out of the spot you're at and to help you dream about what it could be. And so for you, Scott and Mary, thank you for your time. Thank you for the way you've shared your story. You shared the hope and you've shared your lives with us.
Absolutely. And I just stack on top of that, guys. I'm so, one of the thoughts I think about for you is what is Christmas going to be like for the two of them? Like, I'm so excited. You got to send us a few pictures because I know that this is going to be really a special Christmas. It's the absolutely thinking about the King who's come and is coming again. But the fact that he meets us in our needs and meets us in those seasons where things can be hard. And I'm so thankful that you guys are going to get that special Christmas. And I wonder, there's others out there that are thinking, my goodness, we want that too. Absolutely book that call. So Scott and Mary, we wish you guys the best. We thank you for your time today. And what an amazing story.
God bless you too.
God bless you. Thank you for everything you've done for us.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you
welcome.
guys.
And
Lots of
thank
love.
you.
Mhm.